All right, now joined by Eric Musselman with a shirt on. Thank God. I mean, listen, I don't need to see any more of that. I know you're in good shape. That's good and everything, but listen, enough is enough.
Hey, Jeff, I lost my composure. When you grow up in San Diego, you walk around all the time without a shirt on in San Diego.
No doubt, no doubt. Congrats on the win. That was one hell of a game. You know, what are you thinking at the end of the game? Devo Davis has carried you in the second half, and then he fouls out. Nick Smith's not healthy. You're without Brazil. You know, you and I saw each other in Missouri, and this has been a roller coaster ride of a year. But when Devo fouls out, are you like, how do we win this thing?
Well, you know, when we were in Maui, we ran a lot of middle pick and roll with Ricky Council. And so as soon as Devo fouled out, you know, I felt that either Anthony Black or Ricky Council had to run middle pick and roll, and we kind of played off who each one of those guys were defended by. But we wanted to put Kansas as center in a pick and roll. They were switching, and they stuck with that switch. So, you know, our goal or our theme was to try to get downhill as much as we possibly could.
You know, last year you beat Gonzaga, #1 seed. Now you take down Kansas, but it's a completely different year this year. Again, did you think you'd ever be here? I know you said, you know, we're getting better and better, but at some point this season, you had to think like, this just isn't going to happen.
Well, certainly the way we started off SEC play, Jeff, was not, you know, good, not what we expected. We lost at LSU when they were rolling and had a great record at that time because it was the first league game. But I've never been a part of a season where everywhere we go, the building sold out. And that's been the case for us all season long. But the thing is, we have gotten better. And I told the players about 2 weeks before the NCAA tournament, hey, you guys, it is not that hard to be knocking on a Final Four door if you play hard and if you believe, but you can't get to that unless you make the tournament.
Yeah, Anthony Black played hard, battled through injuries. Nick Smith comes in at the end of the game and gives you solid minutes, even though he's banged up as well. What's Nick's status? You know, kind of go through with me a little bit where he's at right now in terms of physically.
Yeah, Nick's practiced really hard. He's practiced well. He did sit out yesterday's practice. And then Anthony Black his foot is in a boot right now, and it'll be in a boot for at minimum the next 48 hours. So he will not practice with us on Monday. But he, you know, Anthony's played through injuries basically, Jeff, for the last month and a half. And he'll be ready to go. We're just going to precautionary hold him out, you know, on Monday. Sunday, the guys will be off, so they'll have a little bit of rest time, both mentally and physically. So we just got to get ready and start our prep once we know who we play tomorrow evening.
I always felt you guys had a chance if you could get healthy and had enough time with Nick. That was always my biggest concern, right? Throwing him back in when he was a freshman and the guys really weren't used to playing with him. You know, how, I guess, gratifying is it that, again, he's been able to come back, not really be the guy, but kind of mesh into one of the guys. And again, you got young dudes, you got veterans, you got a little bit of everything here. You must be feeling pretty good, you know, going into, you don't know who you play yet, UConn or St. Mary's, but going into the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I mean, I think our guy, number one, we're excited. I want these guys to really enjoy tonight. We're flying back right now to Fayetteville as soon as we get off with this, Jeff. And I want them to have a great Sunday as well. I want them to understand what they've accomplished, but certainly there's a great thirst for more. I can promise you that. We talked about it already, and we're going to grind, man. On Monday, we're gonna get to work and try to continue this ride that we've had together. But it's a tough, resilient group. I can tell you that. And their chemistry continues to improve on a daily basis.
Hey, last question, Devo, and just how he's come back from everything that he's dealt with earlier this year, because his season almost is a microcosm of your seasons, isn't it? I mean, he had some struggles, certainly coming back from Maui, but the way he played tonight and the emotion he showed in that post-game interview, like, honestly, that's what it's all about.
No, Devo's been phenomenal. I mean, he started off guarding Kansas's four-man, the MVP of the Big 12. And then he guarded 4 different people tonight, or 4 different positions. And obviously, you know, we weren't really satisfied the way we started the game, settling for 3 balls. And then we started getting downhill once we got to regroup at halftime and show the guys some clips on what we could have done better attacking the rim. And again, as they stuck with their switches, we felt that it was paramount for us to try to get downhill and draw some free throws attempted. And Ricky was phenomenal from the foul line. And then when he finally does miss a free throw, we end up getting a huge offensive rebound that maybe was the key to the victory.
Yeah, Jordan, I think he got his hand on that thing, and he's embraced his role as well. I think a lot of your younger guys, that's been the key for you watching you, is they've embraced their roles. They haven't tried to do too much. You know, a lot of these young guys, you know, coming in thinking they're lottery picks, try to be lottery picks and try to play for the NBA. And your guys do not look like they've done that at all.
No, this group really, really wants to win. And Jordan has been absolutely phenomenal. He's one of our best defenders. He's like a violent defender, jumping in passing lanes, being physical, keeping offensive rebounds alive, both against Illinois and tonight. He was vital. You look at his plus minus. While he's on the floor, we've been a really, really good basketball team on both sides of the ball.
All right. Well, listen, I will see you in Vegas because I'm not dumb. If I have a choice to pick somewhere for the regionals, I go to Vegas. So I'll see you
Jeff,
there.
We want to see you in Vegas, man.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be in the blackjack tables and I'll be in the arena.
Sounds good. Hope to see you soon.
You got it, Mus. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you having me on.